So, I guess we should start at the beginning of our trip, which for me began in the first class lounge of Alaskan Airlines. And let me tell you, I got some pictures coming up. It was everything I needed it to be. Travel is stressful as all get out.
I know. I know.
And just to get there and have private charging stations, nice nooks, yogurt, granola, bagels, fresh juice, orange and cran. It was just, that's how you start a trip in a nice, quiet setting.
The best thing about my flight experience was I have TSA pre-check and I breezed right through. And then it went to hell after that. We have two ships that juxtaposed each other. I flew Air Peasant, and he flew with style and grace.
Yeah, I didn't have TSA pre-check, so that's when I was, with the people. But after that, I took my happy ass right to that lounge.
Right. So yeah, my experience, once I got on the plane, it was like an Airbus. You had the first class, which was fabulous for those that enjoyed it. And then I went to the back, and I kept going, and I, was treated to a nice middle seat in the middle of the aisle, in between one gentleman that was about 6'4", and then another gentleman who was over 300 pounds. So I was there for 6 hours. My knees were inside the seat. And while I was doing that, what?
I'm just thinking about like the legroom picture that I'm gonna have with my feet just kicking in the back.
I need to get the legroom picture. We need to do side by side.
Legroom picture.
Because I sent that legroom picture to Delta, and after that, Delta gave me on my flight back different seats to where I was a modicum of comfortable.
Modicum, really?
Yeah. Slightly more comfortable than how I was. I just didn't get a middle seat this time.
You weren't in total pain.
Right, I was in total pain and agony.
Yeah, the way my claustrophobia is set up, I gotta be able to kick my feet.
So for the next GoFundMe,
you gonna go first class.
Right.
We ain't gonna have another GoFundMe. We just gonna get the podcast off the ground and then we can charge it and write it off on our taxes because they come for us first.
I know, right? Yeah. Afterward,
and the food. You didn't get any food on you.
I got food.
What'd you get?
I got the little biscuits.
Oh,
the little
Lorna Doone.
In the white and red wrapper. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. The Bisquick. I don't know. That's a biscuit actually. I'm not sure what they're called, but the biscuits. It's something.
Biscotti?
Yes, maybe.
Okay.
Tell us in the comments if you
know.
Stelladoro? No, it wasn't Stelladoro.
Okay.
It began with a B. Biscotti. I don't know. But also I had some Cheez-Its and a little cup of cranberry juice.
Over 6 hours.
To wash it down. Yes.
Well, I started my flight with a vodka soda. And then I moved to my next course, which was this delightful little fruit smoothie. And
Are we going to have this in the background?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And then after that, I moved on to another vodka soda. And then we had...
Another vodka soda.
Oh, I had like 5 drinks on the plane. I was like, I'm going to stay awake and drunk for this entire flight. I'm getting your money's worth. And so, I kept it cute. 1 drink per hour. It was a long flight.
You didn't sleep?
No, not in first class. I'm staying up for this. Fuck that.
That's a very
I'm
good
staying
point.
up for every course.
That's a very good point.
So the first course was the yogurt, fruit, and we had this like cinnamon roll type thing with
The
a
first
fresh
course?
palette of butter. Yeah.
My ass was lucky to get a snack.
Oh God, but the fresh yogurt with mint was really amazing. Then I had my breakfast omelet. It was sausage, Jair cheese with a little bit of spinach. I can't. I need real food when I'm at 30,000 feet. I do. And the fruit was fresh and sweet. I mean, they really pick your fruit out for you. But all good things had to come to an end, and we finally touched down.
Yes, my misery was over, and I was happy to land in like LA. The weather was amazing. I just had to wait on Alex to land. I got the rental, and I was listening to Homecoming in the car while I was waiting for you.
I am so glad I was the one who told you it was out.
Oh
And-
yeah, I was shooketh. Like I didn't know there was an album.
Mm-hmm. I was just like, oh, he's gonna love this. I figured anything to help him with Air Peasant. Maybe she did it for you.
I think she did it because you were being petty and Beyonce knows all. So she decided to start our trip with the
Then why
Homecoming.
couldn't she have had you accidentally upgraded to first class when you got on the plane since you're such a good fan of hers?
Well, Beyonce isn't always on time. Not always on time.
I guess not. So now I'm there, he's there, and we're driving around, and the first place we go is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Or Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. How you did outside. I wasn't embarrassed at all.
No,
we
we didn't know them people,
I
and
know.
they don't pay their bill in either one of our houses, so I don't know
yes.
why you would give a fuck.
Yes.
Did any of them give to the GoFundMe? I think not.
Roscoe's was amazing.
It was.
It was amazing because I was starving. And it was better than my first or second time going.
I didn't like the waffle. But I loved everything else.
The waffle is very like cinnamony. And it has that it's kind of soft too.
And sweet.
It's not crispy.
I like my waffle to be crispy.
I like a crisp Belgian waffle.
A waffle needs to be like our complexion. Like this waffle is too light-skinned. This waffle is
It
a Maddie
was.
Rance waffle. We love Maddie Rance, but he ain't for our waffle.
No
We
shade,
need to
no
do-
tea.
No shade, no tea.
We might need to even put that on here.
It
No
really
shade,
is.
no tea. That was a light-skinned waffle.
It was a light-skinned. It wasn't done. It's
Right.
like you could press it down for another couple minutes. It's okay.
It was still a little doughy.
But the chicken,
The chicken
the
was
chicken.
good.
I want some of that chicken.
And the mac and cheese was surprisingly good. It was
On
better than
point.
last time I
The
had
potato
it.
salad was divine. Not too much mayonnaise. The potatoes weren't in too big of a chunk.
You know, when you say potato salad, I immediately think of your experience with the pink teacup. And how mad you were that they put the hot food on top of the potato salad. Now that struck his nerve, much like being called at 7:42 in the morning. No shade, no tea.
St. Felix. I went to St.
I wasn't
Felix
there.
and I was hungry.
Oh, okay.
And they had hamburgers, and a lot of the gay bars have food there. In New York, the bottoms don't eat, so our bars don't have food, they just have alcohol. But there, the food was surprisingly good.
Huh. Is that what you had?
I had the sliders. I love a good slider.
Okay.
The next day, we went to Maggiano's at the Grove.
One of my favorite chain restaurants. You could say whatever. You could call me basic. I love Maggiano's. It is better than Carmine's in New York, in my opinion.
I would say they're about the same. I give it par.
It's the same ambiance, but I think the food is more like flavorful for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had good experiences at Carmine's. Maybe if I have a shitty night there, I'll agree with you.
Okay. Carmine's drinks are better.
So I had the veal piccata, and the veal piccata was good. I ate like all of it.
Right. It was better than Carmine's. I remember you hardly ate it. Remember we went?
Oh, you're right. It was better than Carmine's. But also, I was hungrier than when we went to Carmine's.
Okay. I had the rustic chicken and shrimp right there.
Okay.
Amazing ziti pasta with a roasted red pepper Alfredo. I used to fucking work there. That's why I know the menu like the back of my hand. Most of the black people get that because it's the most seasoned pasta dish.
Okay.
And it's saucy. You know, black people love our sauce.
A good Alfredo. We do love a good Alfredo.
A good seasoned Alfredo. Because that's hard to find. Go to New Orleans.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm trying to think
and
of
get you a black and catfish Alfredo. You'll change your life. We need to go to New Orleans next, my hometown. That would be amazing. Hint, hint. Next trip. And then I can really show you where to go. And you might have to die before the trip because you're going to eat like at least 4 times a day with me.
Four
It's that
times
good.
a day?
Just get you a whatever help you digest and just keep it pushing. Anyway.
I had the stuffed mushrooms.
Stuffed mushrooms, yes.
I don't know what they were stuffed with, but they were really good.
I don't remember.
What was this?
I know it was a white wine butter sauce.
Yeah, and it was something unexpected in there, but I was like, this is good. This is good. Not too filling as an appetizer.
I had the Parmesan crusted tilapia.
Oh, that did look more like fish than chicken.
Right. It was a Parmesan crusted tilapia. It was in a nice caper sauce with over spinach. I want Maggiano's right now. I'm probably going to go to D.C. just to go to Maggiano's. I know you don't leave the house.
That's a commitment. I just went to L.A. for 6 days. I work around the clock. I don't have time to leave my house. And I'm dead.
The Grove was nice. You know, like had...
I love the Nordstroms. I love the Nordstroms at the Grove.
Oh, yeah, we did go to Nordstrom.
They had a cute Nordstrom.
I even bought something there. I didn't even expect I would.
Well, the next morning, we tried to go to Egg Slut. We didn't heard about Egg Slut.
It was in Grand Market.
Yep.
Which is like a LA,
Oh, more food. Oh, by the way, I have a cronut for us to try.
What?
Did
you stay in line for 5 hours?
Of course not.
How do you...
There's a buzzer right next to the painting. To get off topic, but we still talking about food. You raised something very poignant off camera.
I raised the idea, well, I hate that with every Democratic candidate, like, you know, Kamala, Buttigieg,
Buttigieg. I call him Buttigieg. Buttigieg.
Joe Biden, like, just etc.
Oh, well, you know
and
what?
Hillary.
Oh, well, Obama went too.
He did.
They named a dish after him at Amy Ruth's and Sylvia's. Actually, like all through Harlem, there are definitely like I got the Obama at Roscoe's.
That is a very good point. Anywho, it just comes off to me like, you know, they go to these restaurants with, you know, Al Sharpton, who is the self-appointed gatekeeper and represents us all in Harlem. Like, it just seems like pandering to me. That's all.
It is pandering, but it's also if you
like
don't go,
then
you're
my
racist.
Intelligence. Like, oh well, Buttigieg just had some mac and cheese, fried chicken, and collard greens. You know.
And not that he wouldn't have that, but not from Sylvia's, because as you said, it is.
Oh my God!
Wait, say what you said about Sylvia's food.
It's basically like cafeteria food. That's like mediocre soul food.
Like the K&W cafeteria down south.
Right,
although they had some good chicken fingers.
It was like Piccadilly. And Piccadilly was better than Sylvia's. Quiet as it's kept, loud as it is. I'm serious.
I agree.
And I only like Amy Ruth's here because the chicken is at least fresh. And the chicken and waffles, you just can't fuck that up.
I have not had good experiences at Amy Ruth's.
And then their prices went up.
I haven't. If I do soul food, I do Sweet Mama's or Jacob's Kitchen.
Is that in Harlem?
Yeah, they're on the 145th corridor.
Oh, okay. It just
I do uptown.
Because living in Harlem, you think you would
have... Or Mana's is okay. It's a little higher. At 125th, there's a few Mana's on 125th. I like the buffet style rather than the restaurant style.
Okay. I just want fresh soul food, you know?
That's why I like the buffet, because they bring them trays out.
I don't want Kathy and Agatha in the back, you know, giving me old macaroni and cheese that they made at 5 a.m. and I'm coming in at 5 p.m. getting the same fucking batch.
That's why you got to go to the buffet style, because they turn over. That food gets eaten and they bring out the next batch.
There, because I need to...
What?
I've never been.
To either?
No. I didn't even know it was a buffet style.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
is that... Wait, the buffet style, that's on...
145th and Lenox and 145th and Freddie Doug.
I think I've been to the one on Frederick Douglass, where you just
143rd, you go, you scoop.
Okay.
I like
I
them
looked
better.
over there, I was like,
I like them better than Sylvia's is nasty. Amy Ruth's doesn't work for me. And Mamie's spoon bread,
Well,
honey, I ain't paying $25 a plate.
Melba's, I would say at least they cook their food fresh. And that's what I like about them.
I have not been to Melba's.
We should go to Melba's.
Okay, we can go to Melba's. And speaking of which, I have a special live food review for us right now.
Oh, yeah.
You ready for the cronut?
I am ready for the cronut. You know I'm picky, so I might just eat like a little piece of it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yesterday, I had an errand to run downtown. And I remember Chris saying he had never had a cronut. And I wanted a DKA. Remember in that other video I said I wanted a DKA and it was like in my mind. So I was like, I'm gonna go get a DKA. And I said, do y'all have any cronuts left? They had cronuts left. At 10:30 in the morning. They had cronuts. Actually, no, it was like 9:30. They had cronuts left.
What is a cronut?
It is a cross between a donut and a croissant. And not a croissant, a croissant. Because this guy's like actually French, like this is the real deal.
So July will mark 6 years I've been in New York and I've never had a cronut. Can you only get a cronut in New York?
You can only get a cronut at the Dominic Ansel Bakery. He's the only one who makes them. Anything else is an imposter.
And how much? How much is it?
It's $7.
And what's that on top?
Icing?
What kind of icing?
Okay, I forgot what flavor it was.
Okay.
It's like maple something.
Okay. I'll probably
I'll cut you a small piece. You'll see if you like it.
What's that in between it?
Filling.
What kind of filling?
I don't. Good filling. It's good filling. It's like a mild cream cheese.
Ooh, you know I don't like cream cheese.
Oh God.
I know. I'm sorry.
Are you not gonna try it?
I will let you try it.
Okay.
And you let me know how it is. I told you I'm a picky eater. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It looks divine.
It's so rich you really do only need like 3 bites. But wow. It's all about the texture and the flavors wrap around it like a womb.
Not a womb.
A womb.
That's how I feel when I eat a Krispy Kreme donut.
The crispy outer layer. How the inner layers just melt in your mouth with the addition of the filling.
Did you warm
and
that
the
up?
icing. 10 seconds. 10 seconds only. I'm blown away. I see why people stand in line. I'm grateful I didn't have to. From like 5 in the morning to 8. I'm trying to think of a cronut that doesn't have filling. Are you like anti-filling or just anti-cream cheese filling?
I think I'm anti-cream cheese and I'm anti-filling.
Okay. So you don't do bagels?
No. I'm sorry. I'm really picky. I don't eat ice cream. I don't like chocolate. Most vegetables are out. Most salads. When I had to like go on my diet so I can, be snatched, I had a salad for the first time. I know, I'm sorry. But your life expectancy is probably greater than mine.
Well, honey, I'm already dead.
That's a good point.
I'm going to live forever.
And this has been Alex Tries a Cronut.
I was like, wait, what are we ending?
No.
Ooh, that was good. Oh my. I literally just had like an 1/8 of it, and that was amazing. It was like a pie.
So,
Best $7 I done spent this week.
$7? What can I get with $7?
Not much.
For one thing. What is a DKA? Is it drugs?
It's a croissant.
Oh. No thanks. You know, THC and LSD and...
Oh, no. DKA, Dominic, French middle name, Anzel. He made a special croissant, and he
Anzel,
named it
yes.
after himself.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to edit so much. I'm sorry.
I ain't editing that out. I'm keeping that in.
So, where we left off...
I mean, when you said it was drugs, it was comical. Like, you didn't think it was actual drugs. Did you?
No, I didn't. So where we left off, we went to the Grand Market. We tried to go to Egg Slut, and the line had about maybe 30 people in it, and I was like, fuck no. So you saw, like, we went around the market.
And didn't really see anything that we wanted at that hour of the morning. Like, that's more of a lunch place. Great lunch, great, like, 4 p.m., 5 p.m., quick dinner before a real dinner.
Right.
But it was like, it was too early for chorizo for me.
I could have just had my Chick-fil-A. Like, chicken biscuit.
Did we go to Chick-fil-A?
We did go.
Okay. On the way back or on the way there?
A friend was in town, and I remember being judged for eating Chick-fil-A.
Don't nobody care. Chick-fil-A is Chick-fil-A. Like Gabriel said, Sidibe said, honey, if I had to worry about every
we had that
corporation...
conversation too, and I was like, you know, there's a lot of shit that we gotta boycott. We're gonna boycott certain
like
things.
America.
So
I mean, we'd have to just go on and move.
We gotta move. Amsterdam. Lord.
I mean, shit.
I'm not going to White House because it was built by slaves.
Really, if we want to go there,
we gotta knock the shit down and start all over. All right, so yeah, you went to the smoothie place.
I went to the smoothie place
and got the works. I remember you had like at least 10 to 12 ingredients and a shot.
Well, not of alcohol,
well, yeah.
chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
I
like
wanted to try something.
Tea.
Photosynthesis tea. I wanted to be healthy. And it was good. It was very good. It was energizing. It did help me get through the day and get on to LA time.
It was very LA.
It was very
LA.
And... a $20, no, a $16 smoothie. A $16 smoothie. $16. It was an experience. It's like, look, I ain't gonna do this every day, but let's go on and see what the fuck this is giving. And it was good. It was $8 good on a payday. It was $5 good through the week. But
it's vacation, so
it was a vacation, so I gave it a try.
Okay.
It's like y'all sent me to try new shit. One of the cheaper ones. Bring your own chlorophyll.
You had your green and I had my green.
Didn't we all?
What did we do that day after that?
Oh goodness, our activities.
I know, we did some things during the day.
We went shopping.
Shopping. Yeah, we
went to, was that the day we went to the Grove? I think that was the day we went to
It was the same day.
Okay.
Damn it. It all, like 6 days just went like that.
It was a good 6 days. Then we went to Venice, and it was cold. Sadly, it was cold.
It was kind of cold in LA. It was kind of sad. You took me out a mile into the beach to take pictures. I mean,
oh God, let me put that picture up. Okay.
Did you get it?
So I have seen this gay lifeguard house. And I've been like, oh, I wish I could go out there and take a picture. And then we just happened to be walking on the beach and I saw it and I was like, oh my God! And so I charge off across the beach. The beach in LA is not like the beach on the East Coast. Like the beach and the ocean are like right here. In LA, you've got like a mile of ocean.
The boardwalk. And
I mean, a mile of beach.
Yeah, I think we walked from Harlem to Brooklyn.
It was not Harlem to Brooklyn.
Fine.
We walked the equivalent of 3 or 4 avenues.
Okay, fine.
3 or 4 avenues to get to this painted beach house, and then, you know, I took my little photos, and I was very happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought this tie-dye sweatshirt, which I'll put a picture up of.
Oh, yeah, you did buy that.
I like it.
Yeah, I liked it, too. It was very, Venice Beach. I wasn't going to say LA. It's very Venice Beach.
I was like, I need to come back with something that's like a period piece.
Right. Like, if you went out in New York with that, I'm not really sure if you would do that. Would you?
And it would be giving you costumes, so I wouldn't mind. It would be like
a good Halloween thing.
Oh, maybe I'll be a stoner for Halloween.
I think I'm still, like, be a tethered for Halloween. Like, dark circles around my eyes and get the gold scissors, red jumpsuit. It's just so easy.
Just be careful you don't trip.
Yes.
I don't know. I worry about walking around with scissors drunk on
That is
Halloween.
a very good point. They probably won't let some
Get
clubs
some,
won't let you put in.
Yeah. Well, for good reason. I don't want anybody at a club that I'm at walking around with scissors, knives, or other weapons of destruction. No. Get some fake ones. I'm sure they're going to sell some fake ones, so get some rubber gold scissors.
Okay.
I know I just trip and stab myself. I already know how that would go.
But you're already dead.
Yeah, but I don't want to go through that again. Do you know what resurrection is like? Have you performed the 7 Wonders?
No.
Okay. So that night we needed something with a little more ambiance, something a little adult, a little Sex in the City on the West Coast. And so we went to District. I had the opium pictured here, and it was like drinking perfume in a good way.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Here
that
it is,
drink.
here it is.
Oh, yeah, fancy.
And also,
I forgot we went there.
I like the big ice blocks in LA. I just realized something. The water is so terrible there, they can't possibly use, like, LA water for the ice cubes.
Right,
They
exactly.
have to use, like, bottled water. They have to.
Yeah.
That water is
That water was crunchy.
Oof.
But yeah, I remember the food at the District. It was really good. I don't remember what I had.
I had the pulled pork sandwich. You had this.
Oh, yeah. Wait,
What was
did
that?
I have? Oh,
You
yeah.
had the
I had
ribs. You had the brisket.
Brisket, the mac and cheese, and fries.
I wish I had tried your fries.
Yeah, the fries were good.
No, I did. I had my own fries. They were
Right.
good. They were amazing. We talked about how good the fries were because I asked if they used peanut oil.
Oh, yeah. And the ambiance was really like a cigar bar.
It was nice, comfortable leather seating, a great place to have a business meeting or get together with friends and have a real conversation. This is where you go to talk to your friends about, like, I don't want to say you're divorced, but didn't the place give that to you?
You're divorced. You sip your dirty martini.
Your opium. Your opium.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the traffic. Let's take a minute to talk about that.
Yeah.
We did not get to do half of the things we wanted to do because I was like, I'm not sitting in the car for a fucking hour. I'm not doing it.
This was your culture shock, I think.
Ooh.
Like, personally, I don't mind driving because the difference between...
And he was driving Miss Alex the whole trip.
Yes.
And I was definitely like, at every moment, oh my God, we're going to die. Like, literally. And there was no need for that. I'm just a panicker.
Yeah, and I just drive, fast.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Because I want to get to where I'm going.
I want to get to where I'm going alive.
Alive, yes, I know.
And with my legs intact, you see, I'm too big to,
We did have a conversation, like, I want to keep my legs.
Very much. I'm attached to them.
Yeah, but the reason why I don't mind driving is because, like, it's just me in the car. I could sing as loud as I want to my favorite songs. I don't have to worry about, it's showtime. It's showtime. I don't have to worry about, someone jacking off near me. I don't have to worry about someone shitting
on the seat.
Right.
Oh my God. There was no showtime. But the indigent population, the local nature, as I called it, they were definitely more active and more involved than they are in New York. It was that.
You have a lot of people living in their cars, a lot of people living in tents. Like even Skid Row, it's just an entire lane of homeless people.
Did we see Skid Row?
You didn't want to go around that.
Okay.
Remember we were talking about short buildings? Look,
the second we got around short buildings, I couldn't do it. I was like, we gotta go. The buildings is too short.
We were driving around downtown looking for our Airbnb, and he was just like, he was concerned because all the buildings were short.
It bothered me.
I've never heard that in my life about short buildings.
There were too many ranch-style houses. I couldn't. It just, it frightened me.
Well,
short buildings scare me. I don't know why. I know why, because they look like mausoleums.
Mausoleums, the word of the day. What does mausoleum mean?
How are you from New Orleans and you don't know what a mausoleum is? A mausoleum is a family crypt where people are kept above ground in tombs.
Hey,
Let's Google it.
Google.
It ain't set up to the new internet.
Man. She was a good addition to our show.
These
You're gonna
are
kick that out.
mausoleums.
Oh, okay.
Don't these look like them little short houses? That's
Those
why they
look
scared the
like-
shit out of me.
Those look like where you bury people.
Yeah, that's where
Oh.
you bury people.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Yes. Okay, I got it.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
yeah.
just a pretty face. I know.
And like they have these in New Orleans because you can't bury anybody there because 3 feet in the ground is water. I still don't understand that about y'all. I can't wait to see that.
I did not know that.
How do you think your city flooded? You're already flooded, low-key.
Look, I was a real ghetto kid. Had no type.
I
of,
learned that from watching When the Levees Broke. Well, actually, no, I knew that before because I was always interested in geology, but that's another point for another time.
Ah, okay. But yes, back to the topic at hand, the traffic. I think the distance between some things was like maybe 25 to 40 minutes.
Lies. That's the LA lie. That's the LA lie right there. That's the LA lie. I'm sorry. I need to tone down a little bit.
A little bit.
That's the LA lie. Oh, it's only going to be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 48 minutes into your journey while you're still 12 minutes away on the 101 or the 10. Or the 10, which is a basket of crazy.
We were in downtown, and most of the activities to do and more of the high-end restaurants were in the West Hollywood area, and that's a big little gap sometimes depending on what time it is. So it could either be 20 minutes or it could be maybe 40 minutes. And then when you factor that in going back, that's maybe an hour and a half, just sitting in traffic. So then you have, me, I'm driving, you have Alex get me out of here! But yes, but that's what I was dealing with. He was he did not relax in the car at all. I was like, why is he not just sitting back? He's up like this, I'm like, relax, we're gonna get there. And that's
I never told
that
you
New
this,
York
but
mentality.
I'm afraid of cars.
Oh. And you want to move to LA?
I didn't know it was going to kick in like that. Wow. I thought it was going to get better as I got older and not worse. But no, literally, I'm just somebody's going to pull out in front of us and this is going to be it. This is going to be it. Something is going to happen.
You were in a box and it was just getting smaller and smaller.
I told you I'm claustrophobic.
I know, I'm sorry.
That's why I'm afraid of cars.
So the driving didn't bother me, but it bothered you, and it's fine,
It wasn't even your driving; it was everybody else.
No, I just meant
veering across
traffic,
8 lanes of highway.
Oh my god!
Oh god! And then how many lanes were there? And you didn't know where the fuck you were. Everything switched. 1 minute, this is the 101. Then this is the 101. Then the middle is the 101.
I'm driving like this, looking at, and you're petrified
because he's looking at his phone and not at the road, and cars are just going, nah! Nah!
But we didn't die, so that was great.
Yeah, because I don't want to go through that again.
And I just like making pop roast, so I was like, who's gonna do pop roast if we die? What else? What else did we have? So the nightlife. Did you like the nightlife in LA? Do you like the clubs? Do you like the bars? I know we went
LA nightlife.
Oh, because you were tripped out that LA nightlife ends at 2 a.m. Someone in the comments or someone told me that they end at 4 now, but that was a lie. Mm-hmm. We had a lot of lies on this trip. More than the Jussie Smollett situation. Right. It was a lot of lies. You're going to get here in 20 minutes? Lie. This place is open? Lie. It closed at 9. It was a lie.
Oh, God. Crustacean.
Closed on a Monday. Oh, my God. I wanted to go there so bad for those fucking prawns.
The restaurants closed there at 9, 10. It was a culture shock because I go out at like 10, 11 for dinner. For dinner. Get to the club about 12:31.
No, like in LA, we have what there was like what? It's supper, right?
It is. It's
Yeah,
it's supper.
You gotta eat at 6:30, between 6:30 and 8.
Yup.
You have to eat, or you won't eat, and that's why everyone in LA is thin and pretty because they don't eat
At all. Because the places are closed.
Well, it felt that way. I mean, I know some people are going to be in the comments, well, this place is open, this place is open. It's just, you know, you have a car, you got to worry about parking, you got to make sure you get there on time.
Yeah,
like maybe the place that opened is like 30 more minutes to where you are. So that's what we were left with. But yeah,
the bars were fun when they were open, but at 1:45 they were taking your drinks and escorting you out. Sir, sir.
I thought the hook from Apollo was just gonna snatch us off the fucking couch. Like, oh my god. I saw a bunch of Instagram celebs. But yeah, I had fun that night. But then when 1:40 hit, it was like
the lights came on.
The lights were slowly coming on. Like everything. Like the curtain was coming down. Like just you got the security guards, like, ooh, they talk so mean to you. Like at like 2 a.m., it's like you get out. I thought one was gonna say, you niggas get out. Get out. And it wasn't even a race thing. It was just like they
were ready to go home.
Right. I just never seen that. And I remember the last time I was in LA.
They don't do that at the bars here. The bars close at 4. It's like, okay, we're not serving alcohol anymore. Everybody will just find their own way out. Like,
could you imagine? So last time I went to LA, like we had a VIP situation, a table. It was 2 o'clock. The guard tried. I know, right? VIP situation. I just knew people. What?
Mm-hmm. You just knew people. Didn't know shit when we got there.
Look.
But you just knew people on that trip. Okay.
Anywho, they went and tried to take the bottle. So we all had to
my God.
We had to try to like sneak the bottle or something like that. I'm like,
it was a $200 bottle too.
Indeed. So it's to that like degree of trying to get people out. And that's what I didn't like about the LA nightlife. But you know what? I don't normally stay out that long anyway.
It's about the option.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We don't stay out that long, but we do end up out that late. Like, our evening won't start until 12:30. And again, we could be eating dinner at 11:30. Dinner! We're not getting to the bar until 1:15. We sure don't want to be put out at 1:45.
But I know if I moved to LA, like, I would just adapt to it. My friend who lived there, he'd just say, well, people just adapt to the time. And it is what it is. I mean, I'm over 30, and, I rarely sometimes be out past 2. And then I do, unless I'm just having a good night.
You have a lot of good nights.
What people don't tell you is like
See,
after
if you
2 o'clock,
didn't put your business on Instagram, I wouldn't know you was sitting here lying to me. But your business is all over Instagram. Child, 325s, 430s, all up and through the timeline. But you can sit here and tell us what you want. But the truth is on Instagram.
If you like to follow me, CDIGGI1, Instagram, CDiggy1. Our brunch situation.
Oh yes. Wait,
Lord.
no, I wanna end with that.
Okay.
We went
What else did you take away from LA?
Well, first we still have a little more food.
Oh,
we have Raising Cane's and In-N-Out.
Oh yeah, okay.
I fucked up. I ordered off the In-N-Out secret menu and I had animal sauce on my shit, and that ruined the otherwise great burger. So I didn't enjoy my In-N-Out and I was sad about it.
Animal sauce.
It's like usually good. It's good at the ones in Vegas. It's like a Thousand Island basically.
Oh, okay.
You're like, that's what you get for putting that shit on your sandwich. That's what you get.
You're reading my thoughts. I went to Raising Cane's, and if you know me and you follow me on Instagram, you know I love me some motherfucking Cane's. Sorry, I didn't mean to be that excited, but it was so good. Like, I want some right now. Like, I would really travel to Boston just to get some Raising Cane's right now.
You're just all up and down the East Eastern Seaboard. If you're doing all this running around, can you bring me something back from Cheesecake Factory?
Well, you know I'm good for it because Bojangles,
Oh.
we all know.
Came through with the clutch.
I'm a real friend.
A real friend. A real friend.
Lord, you were so excited.
Oh my God.
I remember the episode. If you want to look at the Bojangles episode, we do have it up. If you just want to scroll back to our
It is the Black Friday episode.
Yeah. Yeah, the Raising Cane's was amazing. I got the box, no slaw, because no one eats slaw. The best way to eat it is throwing it in the trash. Oh, whatever.
Like, you gotta have I like a little bit of slaw. You can't, like, eat it by the spoonful. You get a little forkful with the barbecue. It's quite good.
No slaw, extra toast, extra 4 cane sauce. Well, extra 3 cane sauce. I didn't want to go too overboard. But the cane sauce makes the chicken strips. If they ever forgot the sauce in my chicken strips,
God help them.
Lord.
I looked at that food, and he looked at me. He was like, no, you can draw back a nub if you want to. If you want to order some, you can get your happy ass up right over there. Don't interrupt this.
That Texas toast was so crispy and fresh and dipping in that cool sauce. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway.
I think my favorite meal was Paley.
Paley, I like Morton's because Paley didn't have what I had the last time.
I love their grilled octopus, and I think I had something else.
Oh, okay.
But their grilled octopus was amazing.
Right. You had some type of tequila drink, and I had a lychee martini because if y'all follow me, y'all know I love a lychee martini.
That's probably why you went to Thailand.
You're not going to marginalize my whole Thailand trip over a lychee martini.
I just might. I'm petty enough.
You are. But I'm pettier. And that's why we work.
Okay, so there was one place that we went to that was a complete and total disappointment. And also a trip into the Twilight Zone.
Yes. So, on Sunday, I had a place in mind for all of us. It was called the Waffle. I go there all the time. It's on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. Really great place. It's like a high-end Waffle House. And I thought everyone would enjoy it. Mimosas, like everything. They wound up being closed for renovations and didn't know about it until we got there. So we are on Sunset Boulevard and we're looking for somewhere because no one ate. And someone says, oh, there's this place called...
Off Vine.
Off Vine, yes. So when we go up, I was like, okay, this is cute, you know.
It gave you like a faux Ivy feel,
yes.
Like a bed and breakfast feel.
Right. But little did we know what we were walking into.
A get out situation.
A get out situation. So the guy comes up to us. I already see a little pretentiousness in his voice saying like, oh, well, guys, we're on an Easter menu today. So if you want to take a look at it first. It didn't click to anyone else, but it clicked to me.
I was on edibles at the time, so it didn't click to me. If it had,
you know, like
he would have had to have recused himself.
Like, I don't like when people are like, oh, you sure you want to look at the menu first before you sit down and waste my time? That's kind of what I got from it immediately because sometimes, you know, you do have people that come and sit at the menu and be like,
I feel like that happens sometimes, though, when it's like you just walk in,
but let me sit down and make that decision for myself. Don't, you know, like, what's the word?
And if you wanted people to look at the menu, you should have the shit posted like every other restaurant.
There you go. So we sit down, and, you know, I'm looking at the prices, and I'm like, okay, $20 for some eggs, and,
it was high LA bullshit.
It was high LA bullshit, but
we're used to high New York bullshit, so it wasn't like, okay, this is new.
I was like, we're at an Ivy type, and then we're looking around, and the clientele was a little like,
inbred?
Bourgeoisie.
Inbred, but they have a little ill-gotten gain, I would say.
Right, but it had an
It's like people
feel.
with a little money but no class and bad teeth.
It was the conservative sector of Los Angeles.
Conservative jowls. I saw a lot of poor DNA.
So we sat down and, you know, Looked at the menu. I was like, okay, I mean, I can work with this, and I'm starving. So, our waiter comes by, and
He was high as hell.
you think he was?
Child, he was 3 edibles to the wind just like me. We was both sitting there confused.
Right. Like, I don't know. I just felt the way he was talking to us. I don't know.
He didn't know what was going on. He was like asking us like what. He low-key was like, wait, can you like kind of take your orders for yourselves?
And they didn't have any alcohol. Right? They didn't have a bar. Like
all they had was wine.
All they had was wine. And us New Yorkers, we like our options. Don't tell us what to do.
Especially at like 2 p.m. on a Sunday.
And a segue into not telling New Yorkers what to do is no substitutions in all caps. I could not get cheese on my scrambled eggs.
I couldn't get cheese in my omelet, and I sent it back.
He sent it back. I felt bad because I was like, you know what? We're already in this situation. Let me just eat this shit.
I don't give a fuck about them. They don't pay ne'er bills in this household. Not
exactly,
ne'er.
exactly.
I did the fork, knife, cross.
And
no,
right.
I'm done.
And from my perspective, he was like, oh, but you don't want anything else? You don't want... And he was like, no, I don't want anything else. And then I read that as, I'm not paying for this. I dare you to try to charge me for it.
Skippy!
And I was like, before I recuse myself,
it was terrible and I wasn't eating it.
Right.
And also, it was a mess.
It
was
terrible.
a mess. It was an absolute hot, stinking mess. The vegetables were not grilled at all. Like, they were raw inside of, like, a scrambled egg mess. I was just like, this is not an omelet.
Your omelet
there was no cheese in this. There was no flavor in this. I'm not suffering through this for who? For you? People I don't give a fuck about?
It was a seasick green color.
Mm-hmm.
My eggs, like, I wanted to scramble soft with cheese. I couldn't get that because there's no substitutions. And I thought they could at least scramble it soft. They came to the table, and it wasn't how I liked it, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just eat it or whatever.
Not for those prices.
It was $24 for
28.
eggs. $28 for scrambled eggs, bacon, potatoes, and I think...
I wish the fuck.
Right, exactly.
I had
Everyone
to do the
at the table...
cross. I was like, honey, I ain't even playing this game.
It was so awkward afterward. Nobody enjoyed it. And then the guy basically like felt the tension. And it was just so awkward. And then on top of the awkwardness, I just had like a get out feeling, like I just felt uncomfortable, like I'm not supposed to be here.
That's also why I didn't want to eat the food. I was like, I don't know what's in
And
this.
it felt like, you know, a get out situation, like where the waiter was even like, you know,
trying to low key warn us.
right. No. But yeah, like just a terrible, terrible
He
experience.
said, can I remake it? I was just like, honey, it's already a mess. You can't do anything with this. It's garbage.
Basura.
I'm not eating garbage. Not for $28.
So yeah,
Not for free.
Alex had an LA meal. You didn't eat anything, basically.
Mm-hmm. I didn't eat until we got to
Lord.
District that night.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Something about the weather there, you're not hungry.
Yeah, or it could just be, you know, the edibles.
Could be the edibles. You'd think edibles would make you hungry. They don't.
They don't. So weird. But yeah, like that
But
experience, like Google Off the Vine. It's Off Vine, right? Or Off
Google
Vine or
it
Off
and
the Vine.
don't go.
Right. You can add them if you want on here too.
I ain't gonna waste my time. They gonna find out. They gonna find out.
Okay, good question. What was better? The pink, well, what was more disappointing? The pink teacup or that place? What was the worst experience? Well, at least you ate the pink teacup.
I would say, you see, I feel like the pink teacup didn't just disrespect me, but they disrespected the black community with those ridiculous prices.
Right.
So
and
it
putting
was,
potato salad between hot food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
That's disrespecting the culture. So there was a certain level of 38 hot I was for that, but then just shitty food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not upset with shitty food I didn't pay for. I took 2 bites and I said,
That's a good point.
this is garbage. Throw it there.
Right. Disappoint boy.
Disappoint boy. But that was the most disappointing moment of the trip.
Yeah.
Everything else was
But
fabulous.
I really wanted the waffle.
No smog. No smog.
Right, no small. Just,
I was afraid of the
just
smog.
traffic.
I'm afraid of a lot of things.
Right. So you won't be moving to LA anytime soon.
I wouldn't say that. I like to complain.
Did you like UCLA?
Loved UCLA. I love the program at UCLA. I love the campus at UCLA. I don't love the fact that it will cost me $78,000 a year to live in Los Angeles and go to UCLA. Because I already am like struggling like a teensy bit less here, and there it's just starting all the fuck over again.
Right.
And there you have to have car and Uber money and high rent money. Here you just have to have high rent money and a little Uber money.
Well, at least you'll have space, a washer and dryer, and personal space while you're,
What, hungry and lightless with no money in Los? That ain't the ticket. We gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can shimmy up. But I don't know. I got great information. I have a lot to mull over. I feel I need to go back again. And LA, you got to visit her 2 or 3 times before you can make a real decision.
Mm-hmm. I loved LA.
I loved it too. It was fun. It was a shock. It was so different from New York. And Roxanne, you said I'm a native New Yorker, and lady, I think you have a point.
Right.
But I don't think it means that I couldn't live there for a moment to get things done. But
you just love your convenience.
Yes.
And when your convenience is like compromised,
it's an issue.
And it's like done. Like it is.
Oh. It's the truth. It's the truth.
But yeah, on our next trip, hopefully.
New Orleans? Miami? London? Amsterdam?
Put it in the comments. Miami.
Yeah, where do you want to go? Where do you want us to go next?
Miami, New Orleans, or let's see. Do you want to keep it in the country?
Yeah, let's keep it in the country.
So yeah, Miami or New Orleans. Even though I'm kind of like particular to New Orleans.
Okay, well, let's just go to New Orleans. I mean, people there. You know the whole city.
That's a good point. Yeah.
How long are we doing New Orleans?
A good 4 days, I think. Like a Wednesday to Monday.
Okay.
4
I can
days.
do that. I don't want to do another
5 days,
6
4
days.
nights.
It was fun, and you need that much time for a city as big as LA, and we still didn't get to see everything, but it's a lot of time to be away from my dog, to be away from my bed. Like, I was definitely like, I'm having fun, but I'm ready to go home now.
Right. But the thing is with New Orleans, like, it is a food city. Any other final thoughts on the LA trip?
Thank you. Oh, God, thank you so much for the money, because I definitely spent a lot there.
Thank you very much.
It would not have been possible without your generous donations. I had a ball. I had a blast. I had an experience that I will never get to have again in my life. And you gave it to me.
Right.
So thank you. Y'all really do like this show. And that lets me know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Ditto. I have nothing to say. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm laid back. So yeah, this was your trip to enjoy. I was just tagging along, and I'm glad I was able to experience it again. Yeah.
It was really fun.
Mm-hmm. Until next time, we will see you soon for the next Pop Roast in 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. Okie dokie. Well, we'll see you for Pop Roast. And we'll see you with this version on our next trip.
Alrighty.